For miles, nothing but rolling fields of grain. Southeast Colorado farmer Jamie Hume admits, when they say, are you out in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, you kind of are, right?
We're out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, not the end of the earth, but close.
The closest town is 18 miles away by gravel road.
You guys find everything?
Yep, and we have spark plugs too.
Okay, spark plugs, all right.
In Walsh, Colorado, he can get his auto parts from Rick Mills. Errol Cook's crew can fix his truck at the repair shop.
And I just had the one bolt left holding onto it, which was left to float. So,
And walking down Main Street of this town of just over 600 people, he could easily bump into the mayor and his dad on their way to the grocery store. But what if something as routine yet important as a visit to the grocery store was not possible? It's something that Jamie Hume and everyone else in this small town don't have to imagine. In 2006, their little grocery store closed down due to economic reasons. The closest grocery store was another 20 miles away, and for Jamie Hume, that meant an hour-and-a-half round trip just to get groceries. An inconvenience initially for Jamie's growing family.
Here, you'll like this. Here you go.
But within months, something would happen that would turn an inconvenience into a desperate situation. A winter storm that changed everything. Stranded and snowbound, residents quickly realized that their isolation put them in a dangerous position.
We have an aging population here, and these people, a lot of them can't travel and don't have the means to travel.
Walk through Walsh's business district with Mayor Clarence Jones, past the abandoned storefronts, the broken glass, and boarded up buildings.
What did this used to be here?
This
Another
used to be
empty
a furniture store.
Furniture store?
When I was a kid,
And you see why people started asking, are we losing more than a grocery store? Are we losing our town?
Just tough for small businesses to make a go of
It
it in this
is.
town.
Agriculture suffered quite a bit through the 80s and 90s. The farms grew larger, required less help, more mechanized, so small towns felt the impact of that. We dropped in population from about 1,100 to about 650 in about a 15-year span.
Wow.
But rather than sit back and watch the town wither on the vine, the residents took action.
And that's when we came up with the idea of selling stock.
And within about 45 days, we had raised $150,000 to purchase the property.
In a town of 640 people, we have around 300 stockholders.
I've got 5 kids, and I put $500 a piece in for each one of them.
We just basically said we're going to put up an effort. If we're going to go down, we're at least going to go down fighting.
With help from the local bank and a no-interest loan from the USDA, a few months later, the store reopened. And today, the Walsh Community Grocery Store is going strong, generating tax revenue for things like road repair. While customers bring their weekly shopping lists, in the back storage room, the board of directors meets. Familiar faces, the mayor, farmer, local merchants, and retired bank executive Judy Bissona.
And we're getting set up with the gift cards today.
Even their own supplier predicted this scheme would only last a few months.
What kind of sales did you have last year?
We had about $1.2 million in sales.
The meat department here is one of our pride and joys. It's an outstanding part of this grocery store.
Look at that T-bone steak.
the
Looks
T-bone
good.
steak, look at that.
The pride here goes beyond the meat department. Other small communities facing the same dilemma have heard the story of the town that pulled together. Now Rick Mills' phone rings with calls from across the country.
How do you fix this? What did you do? Can you help us? Where do we start?
They're happy to share their tale with anyone who's interested, with a cautionary note. Those hundreds of investors haven't gotten any of their money back yet. All of the store's profits go right back into repairs and new equipment. But the residents here weren't looking to get rich. They invested in something that can't be calculated, something hard to quantify. Maybe hard to understand if you've never lived in a town like Walsh. But the dividend they've gotten is undeniable.
There's kind of a revitalization hope and effort going on in town. Everybody seems to have a uplifted feeling, and the grocery stores really kind of spearheaded that.